JP, 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 the JP, 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 the JP, JP, the JP show.
Welcome everybody to the JP show. Yes, y'all. It's your boy JP and I'm back with a brand new episode. Season 3, episode 3 of the JP show. Let's get it. Listen, guys, this is a relationship-based show. It's a male's perspective on relationship. We can agree to disagree, but listen, let's have the conversation. All right? For everybody that is on Anchor and is on Spotify, if you're listening to me right now, I just want to let you know that I am on YouTube, so you can watch the show if you like. And for everybody that's watching me on YouTube, I'm on Anchor as well and Spotify. So if you're at your desk or if you're in your car, whatever the case is, and you want to listen to the JP show, you can listen as well. Let's get it on, baby. Let's get it on. Get it off your chest, JP. Get it off your chest, JP. Get it off your chest. I'm ready to rock, baby. All right, listen. For today's show, we're going to talk about, we got a good show. We're going to talk about demon dick. Demon dick. Demon dick. Yes, listen. I know a lot of people are out there talking about, yo, JP, what's a demon dick? What do you mean by demon dick? Demon dick. So listen, demon dick is a dick that has women in a trance. Demon dick is a dick that has women mind blown and they're acting out of character. Demon dick is a dick that have women not understanding when to cut this relationship off because they're being used and abused. That's a demon dick. A dick that is so good. The guy is piping you so good. He's blowing your fucking back out that you can't gather your bearings to see that you're being used and abused and you're taken advantage of. I know people, I seen females that I'm like, and I see them with their men. By the way, guys, I'm smoking a house blend from Harlem Cigar Room. Check them out if you can. I've seen women, some of my friends, some people that I know, and they be with a guy, and the guy just be disrespecting them. Everybody be looking around like, yo, like, what does she see in that guy? What's going on with their relationship? Why is she allowing him to talk to her like this, to treat her like this, to take advantage of her like this? And it's like, yo, it's the demon dick. It gotta be, it's only could be, listen, I know a sweetheart of a woman. And I mean, me and my friends, we ask this question every single time that we see these people. I know a sweetheart of a woman. She is a sweetie pie. But she's with this guy and she's literally bringing everything to the table. She's working. He's not working. He's always in between jobs. He never has a job. He is a literally bum. She dresses him up. She feeds him. She clothes him. She does every single thing for this man. He does nothing. And when I say nothing, I mean nothing. And then he talks to her mad reckless. You think you got a woman like that and you would treat her or put her on a pedestal and treat her like a queen? No, he does not. He basically takes her head and just straight up just drag her through the mud. Like he is literally a piece of shit. Pardon me, I'm sorry guys that I'm cursing like that, but it is what it is. It's serious. He's a piece of shit. So a lot of women are on this demon dick. They can't get away from the demon dick. And I will say too, a lot of women out there that haven't been getting sex a lot. You know what I mean? That've gone a year, 2 years. There's a lot of women out here that's going, man, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, you know, a couple of years without having sex. They're the first ones that get trapped with the demon dick, to be honest with you. They get trapped because they haven't had sex in so long. And so now that they're having sex, their mind is blown. You know what I'm saying? And the guy, and I'm going to tell you ladies something. I'm going to be honest with you ladies. I'm going to tell y'all something. A lot of guys, they are connivers, they're con artists, they're manipulators, they're cheaters. And They look for you. They know who you are. All the women that haven't been getting sex, all the women that are easy, I don't want to say easy, but all the women that are, you know, that want to be with a man, and they, like, men are professional in this game. They can tell who is who. They can tell, you know what I'm saying, who is looking for dick, who is can be easily bamboozled. Men can tell, and I'm telling you, ladies, right now, and there's a lot of women out there that are looking for black guys and all this type of stuff. They use and abuse you ladies that may not be black, and you're looking for black guys. They use and abuse you guys heavily. You know what I'm saying? But the guy, there's so many, especially in New York City, there's so many manipulators, there's so many con artists, there's so many guys that are trying to bamboozle people that, you know, they get over and they know how to find the woman that they're looking for. You know what I'm saying? So women, you got to be very, very careful. Guys are out here, literally, they are con artists. They will take your vagina, they'll take your money, your vagina, your house, your car. They'll take because they know what they're doing and they know what they're looking for. And I see a lot of women getting trapped like that. You know what I'm saying? They're getting trapped in a corner. But you just gotta know the game. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of, I hate to say it, but dating in 2022, it's a lot of game. If you want to have sex, by all means, have sex. But look out, be careful for the demon dicks. I'm telling you. For the ladies, this is for you guys. Don't let a man take advantage of you because of the dick. You know what I'm saying? Don't let a man run over you because of the dick. You know what I'm saying? Don't let a man, you know what I'm saying, take your money, take your car, take everything from you or whatever the case is because he's blowing your back out. He's piping you down. You know what I'm saying? He's putting you in the wind machine. He got your hair blowing all over the place, your head going from side to side. You just can't breathe. Breathe again. Like, come on. The demon dick. Listen, guys, this show is about the demon dick. And we're going to touch on this. And I'm going to come back to this in a couple of weeks because I got some other stuff I want to talk about, too, with the demon dick. But this right here is just, I just want to set this up for what's coming in the future. Ladies, this is vital. This is vital. We see it. A lot of guys, we talk amongst each other. We see it. A lot of women are getting used and abused and being taken advantage of because, and I'm gonna tell you too, a lot of women that may not be so good looking or maybe they're insecure in certain ways, they're getting taken advantage of, and you shouldn't be. You know what I'm saying? Listen, if you want to have sex or whatever the case is, you don't have to commit yourself to this guy or whatever the case is. Just have sex with the guy. Don't commit yourself. Because guys, there's some dudes, now for the guys, there's some dudes that's not about that game. There's some dudes that don't play games like that. And they're like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I'm a straight up dude. If I'm with you, I'm with you. You know, I ain't playing no games. I take care of you. You know, you take care of me, the whole nine. But there are a lot of dudes out here. I'm talking about, I have friends. Listen, ladies, I'm telling you, I have friends that are con artists. They are the best of the best. And you know what they do, ladies? They go to the store, they get Viagra pills, they get Blue Chews, they get all these male dick demon male enhancer pills. So they know what they're doing. So they take the pill, they blow your back out, you crying and screaming and you going crazy or whatever. And then when he leaves, he's like, gotta. You know what I'm saying? Gotta. So be careful, ladies. Be careful out here of the demon dick. You know what? Something else I want to talk to you guys about today was, let me look through my notes real quick. Something else I wanted to talk to you guys about today is we got a little thing that I call high standards. All right? High standards will leave you lonely, but low standards will leave your ass aching. You know what I'm saying? So listen, high standards for the men and for the women. This majority is for women because men don't have standards like that. you know, you have some men that got standards. I know that men gonna be like, I got standards, yeah, right. But high standards will leave you lonely. And we all know what that means. You know what I'm saying? Women that have high standards, that are looking for a guy. You know, I talk to women all the time, and they say to me, well, JP, he has to have a car. He has to make, you know, $70,000, $80,000, $90,000 a year. He has to have this, and he has to have his own home, and he, you know what I'm saying, he got to have all these different type of stuff. The first thing you need to know when you're dealing with a man, especially a single man, the one thing you need to know about men is that men don't need much to survive. And this is a straight up JP gem. Men don't need much to survive. So if you're dealing with a single man and you're looking, you're looking for something, you're looking for a relationship, and you're telling him he gotta make $90,000, he gotta have a car, he gotta have his own home, you know, mortgages and all this other type of stuff, and you got a list of all these different things that he gotta have. You got to understand that a man can literally live in a shoebox. Most men that are single, they're living in a shoebox. They don't need a car. Men can live at a really small value. They don't need a lot of stuff to live. So for the women, you have to understand that a lot of men out here, you know what I'm saying, they actually, some men, they wait. They're like, yo, I could live like this. I'll wait until I find a woman or until I have kids or whatever the case is. And then I'll go out and I'll build and I'll get everything that I need. But why would I go out and I buy a car? I live in New York City. I don't need no car. You know what I'm saying? Why would I go out and I purchase a 3-family home when it's just me? I don't need no 3-family home. It's just me. I could live in, you know what I mean, a 1-bedroom or a studio or whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying? Why do I need, a lot of guys are like, because guys don't live, beyond their means. Some guys, a lot of guys, they don't live beyond their means. So they know, like, if I'm living in New York City and money may be tight or whatever the case is, I don't need to go crazy. You know what I mean? But I will say for the ladies, high standards. For the women, that's high standards. That's looking for guys that, you know, have all this type of money and drive up. Those high standards will leave you, you know, lonely. It will leave you lonely, and it will leave you with, you know, you might find, like I said before, a demon time dick, you know, a demon dick. But those type of women, those type of standards. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't have standards, okay? I'm not saying that you shouldn't have standards, but what I'm saying is that those really, really high, lofty standards will leave you all alone by yourself. Now, low standards. We got our low standing women out there that you get used and abused, and you leave out the relationship with your booty hurting. You know what I'm saying? So our low-standing women, you also have to be on the understanding that, you know, you can't allow a guy to just run over you. You can't allow a guy, you can't give a guy everything. You know what I'm saying? You can't give him, you know, the whole house. You know what I'm saying? That you just met him. You got to be able, for our low-standing standards women, you got to be able to kind of bring your standards up a little bit. Now, I'm not saying go crazy like the high standards, but you got to be able to bring your standard, because it leaves you used and abused. And that's what I'm finding out, you know, on the JP show, is that a lot of women are leaving the relationship used and abused, and really abused. You know what I'm saying? So you got to find, for the high standard women and for the low standard women, we got to find a middle ground. There's a middle ground in there where there's freaking millions and millions of guys in this middle ground. You know what I'm saying? And you got to find, for the low standard, you got to bring your standards up a little bit and say, you know what? I want to be with a guy, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, compromise. Like, let's compromise. And for the high standard women, you got to bring those standards down, because you guys, you ladies are the ones that are really, you're being affected. The low standard women, they get men all the time. It's just that they get abused and abused. The high standard women, you guys don't get no man And you may get some, some demon dick here and there, or whatever the case is. But you guys, you're looking, I mean, it's a lot of high standard women out there, and they're not getting, they don't have, because, life is about, men and women, and for us to be able to, to be together and to be able to touch one another and have that chemistry with each other. That's the most beautiful thing in the world. When you meet a woman or you meet a man and you have that chemistry with each other and you love on each other and you can touch each other and it's something real. You know what I'm saying? It's so beautiful. But a lot of high standard women, they're basically, they go to work, they come home, they go to work, they come home, they may hang out after work and have dinner with friends or whatever, and they may snoop around, try to look for a dude to have sex with, you know what I mean? And go out late and look for somebody to have sex with, but basically they go to work, they come home, they go to work, they come home. You know what I mean? And a lot of times I hear a lot of women say, I'm not changing my standards, and I want what I want, and I'm going to get what. Well, a lot of times you end up being alone. You know what I'm saying? Or a lot of times you may at the very end, when you start to see you're getting old and everything, you start to see like, oh, damn. You know what I mean? Now you're like, oh, damn. You know how it works? This is the way it works. The high standard women, they be alone for so long that they get to a point, they start getting in the 50s or whatever, and they're like, oh, damn, I got to find somebody. So you know what happens? They end up getting with a guy that's a piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? And so they still end up getting run through the mud. And then the low standard women, they've been low standards for so long, and they just been used and abused for so long that they're like, they end up with a guy, they actually end up with more of a high standard type of dude. You know what I'm saying? They end up in a whole or they end up being so used and abused that they're affected, and they project a lot of bad energy on different dudes, and they just can't, they have a hard time coping, and it takes them a long time to get out of that. So listen, high standard, low standard, but there is a middle ground. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a middle ground. And for the men, y'all gotta get y'all shit together. Get your shit together, man. Like, no need to use and abuse women. No need to take advantage of women, man. I grew up, when I was growing up, y'all, I've seen so many dudes take advantage of women and use and abuse women. Like, it was just totally ridiculous. You know what I mean? So, real quick, I want to talk about, I seen a post yesterday, and if you guys go to my Instagram, the JP Show 1, you'll see that I posted something to my stories about a young lady who, she got 4 kids. I guess, I don't know, the way the story picked up, the video picked up, her baby daddy is coming over. She got 1 of her baby daddies. I don't know how many baby daddies she got, but she got 4 kids. One of the kids' father is bringing him some McDonald's or whatever. So she's yelling and screaming, going back and forth, da-da-da-da-da. You know what I'm saying? My kids, what about my other kids? What about my other 3 kids? Why didn't you bring them McDonald's? You know what I'm saying? And so the guy is looking like, yo, I only got 1 kid from you. And it's true for the ladies. You cannot expect. A lot of women are entitled. They have this entitlement. And they think that, a guy's supposed to take care of their 4 kids. Or this, I got 1 kid by you, I'm supposed to take care of you. No, he does not. He does not owe you that. He does not owe you anything. If he's a good human, I'm not trying to say he's not a good human if he don't do this. But if he just wants to do this, then okay, you can buy all your kids and your whole family, McDonald's. But it doesn't really work like that. If the guy he got 1 kid by you, his job is to take care of his kid, not to freaking take care of, Ralph kids and Jamal kids and Peter Luger's kids. No, his job is to take care of his kid and his kid alone. You know what I'm saying? So for the ladies, you got all these baby daddies and you got all these kids by all these different type of dudes. Get those dudes to take care of their kids. Another thing is communication. All you got to do, ladies, is say, yo, listen, I don't want my kid to feel out of the loop. I don't want my other kids to feel underappreciated. So if you don't mind, could you buy all the kids, a Happy Meal? I'll give you the money. Of course, the dude ain't gonna want to buy 4 Happy Meals. It's like $25 or some shit. He ain't gonna want to do that. So all you gotta do is say, yo, I'll pay for it. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got the money to pay for all your kids, eating Happy Meals, that's not really his problem, whatever. But communication is key. Communication is key. If you watch the video on my stories, go to the JP Show 1 on Instagram. You'll see this woman. If you go to my stories, you'll see this woman going crazy and going wild and yelling and screaming and having a whole fit. You know what I'm saying? But there's certain ways that you do things. There's certain ways that you go about things. And think about this. This guy is going to have to be with this woman. Not be with her, but he's going to have to deal with her bullshit pretty much for the rest of her life. Because a lot of times we say until 18, but 18, that's not really true. You gotta, your kid, he's going to live past 18. You know what I'm saying? So you may have to deal with her, for who knows how long, beyond 18. You know what I mean? So listen, man, imagine, women, you got to get out of these emotions. You got to cut these emotions. A lot of women are very, very emotional. If you broke up or whatever the case is, now it's time, to treat the relationship kind of like a business. You're going to have the kid, I'm going to have the kid. We're going to talk amongst each other. We're going to take care of this kid together in separate homes, but together. That's the JP Show for today. I love you. I love you. I love you guys. I'll see you next week on episode 4 of the JP Show. I holla.